Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ. Before the video starts, I wanted to just let you know that I devote this video to my girl Steffi. Steffi, I hope you love this video. And of course, guys, I hope you also enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like the video and say hey in the comments. So I'll let the video start now. Thanks. Hey, what's up guys? My name is DJ and I'm recording a video here because I came up with a concept for a true damage Darius build. The idea of this was to show how strong it is, but really what I discovered was an interesting kind of concept, and I'll explain it as we go. The purpose of this video is to show two things. One, how Darius scales with armor penetration, because we know that his E gives him a passive 25 at max level. And the second part of the video, or the other part that I want to show people, is exactly how squishy he is, and how that works with, certain champions and stuff. Now, this game was a very messy kind of game. This is just kind of a silly, just playing normal fives with friends and stuff like that, and just dicking around, that kind of stuff. So, don't take this gameplay as really, really serious, but this was kind of me for the very first ever time trying out this whole idea. The concept behind this, and I'll just explain that quickly, is with each item, you're supposed to get more and more armor pen, percentage and flat. So we'll see how that goes. So as you can see here, I'm against a Riven in top lane. Just after I leashed blue, I was actually quite surprised to see that that Evelyn ganked. So we picked up first blood there, which was not too bad, and I was actually quite pleased with that. I was kind of like, oh man, I wish I had gotten that, because I actually spent summoners in trying to get him. And if I'm being honest, I forgot that I didn't go ignite. I went exhaust. So sometime later, and I've completed some of my items, so I have my Berserker Greaves, which is interesting that I went for Berserker Greaves on this particular matchup, but that's what I did. And I also got my first Brutalizer and a Ruby Crystal, so you probably know what I'm building into. I see what's happening here middle. I decide to go in. I see if I can pick up Thresh, because he seems like kind of the easiest target to pick up without too much risk. I should have known that Riven was there. I knew Shaco was there, but at that point I was just so deep in it. Yeah, I didn't know where to go. So that didn't work out so well. Misplaced by me. And unfortunately our team kind of gets screwed there. I don't know why Evelyn went back in, but that's okay. Anyway, so we're starting to have some issues, in this game. But as you can see, I finally built my Black Cleaver. So at this point, I can't remember. I don't think I have my E maxed yet. But once I have my E maxed, it should be 25 passively. And then after dealing, 5 parts of damage, it should be another 25, right? So that'd be 50% armor penetration. And then that would be a flat 10 for the Black Cleaver. A flat 10 armor pen. Plus 19 that I have in my runes. So that would be 29 plus 50% armor pen. So this should be, pretty insane at this point. So I ghost, see if I can catch Riven. Pop down my Q onto that farm just in case I pick any up. Get a max range E and pick her up with a combo. So that was kind of nice. It really does nothing to do. And he's like, my god, Darius. But yeah, that pretty much had nothing to do with the build. That was just because you're building so much attack damage, you're going to do tons of damage anyways. Alright, so a team fight breaks out here. I know that's not the Shaco clone because he, well, there's no way he would walk that close. And then I saw the other one and I'm like, apparently he would walk that close. He just made a bad decision. And I was just very fortunate to pick up triple kill. That gave me enough gold to finally finish my Yamus. As you can see, I have Blade and Brutalizer already. And all I needed to do was just finish it off by getting a little bit more gold. And that obviously gave me quite a bit. So you also get mid tower for this too. So that worked out quite nicely. Now I think at this point we start noticing, or I especially noticed, that there's a lot of disconnects and stuff like that in this game. The servers are acting all weird. And Shaco and Lissandra are both going through this. And I, of course, have Caitlyn coming here after me. I know I can kill him, no problem, so. I didn't have ulti at the time, I don't think. No. And so with the movement speed from Youmuu's, I'm like, oh, I'll just escape. And I'm like, no, I'll grab their blue. But the thing was that Thresh is just slightly paying attention enough to notice that blue disappeared. So then, of course, I'm walking away and I'm not really aware that he knows I'm there. And then I see him and I just start being like, this could be bad. So I pop down a ward to make sure that he keeps chasing me. Once I see him past this point and see that he goes into the bush, fortunately my team comes over, picks him up. And I was in fact lucky enough to get an assist here. So that's good. So yeah, there we go. So then after that point, I've actually got a complete build and I start building into lifesteal. At this point, I decided to show you guys Thresh's armor. As you can see, he has over 300 armor at this point. So he's pretty tanky, he's pretty beefy. I think he's got a Random Winds and a Frozen Heart along with a Sight Stone, so there's some extra HP in there too. So he has quite a bit of armor at this point. And typically, you know, building armor against Darius is pretty decent, but it doesn't always work that well anyways against him because he's got that passive armor pen. So I see the fight going on over here and I'm just like, oh, maybe I can do something here. And of course, I spent ulti on him. I really thought I was going to catch him with that hook. The hook missed, sadly, which is, you know, always very, very sad. But, you know, you live and you learn. It's just a fun kind of, you know, just for fun game. And of course Caitlyn is actually pretty fed at this point, but the only reason why we won this is because of disconnects and stuff like that. So here's the very end of the game. I just figured I'd show it. Shaco had been disconnecting a lot. Lissandra was still disconnected, so we just finished it, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And there's me being a ham, so that was pretty much it for that. So the next clip I'm going to be showing you guys is the me fighting a Gnosis, or not fighting a Gnosis, but just damaging a Gnosis to show the actual armor penetration that you do get with Darius. So I'm going to show exactly how much armor gets reduced. So you can see his total armor there. Now at this point I have 59 flat armor with this build. That's flat armor pen, I mean. So the 59 flat armor pen is applied, and then of course with Black Cleaver it just keeps on going, reduced, reduced, reduced. But then you notice that it stops at 267. So as you can see, it doesn't actually work at 92%. If you were to calculate how much armor pen you'd have with a max build, it's not 92%, but it's still pretty decent. I wouldn't suggest going this though, but if it was, you know, if you just want to scare some people or maybe make people think that you do that much, you know, go ahead and do it. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you guys watching the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.